Hi guys, and welcome back to New World. If you've played the game before or if you're playing it for the first time, you might have noticed that there's no minimap and you are not able to see anything except the compass at the top of the screen. If you're interested in a minimap for New World, that's exactly what I've got for you. Today I want to showcase a minimap project that I made using Unity, and I'll show you how to download and install it. First off, you can start by joining our Discord server, where we can help you with any questions that you might have as well. Links in the description below. After clicking on the Discord link below, you'll be taken to the New World Discord server. Find the Releases or Announcements tab and click on one of the links to go to the GitHub page. In GitHub, you'll be presented with a README document that showcases the minimap and all of its features. To download the latest version, just click on the latest release or the download link. This is the version 1.2 Return to Aeternum release. All that you need to do is scroll down and download the New World Aeternum Cartogram zip file. After the download is complete, just extract the zip file to any location, put it on my desktop for now. Once extracted, run the Aeternum Cartogram exe. A minimap overlay will appear. Now tab back into the game. Once in the game, you'll see that the minimap automatically detects your position. In order to do that, you would need to enable the Show FPS setting to see the position values in the top right corner. To do that, go to Settings, Video, scroll down to the bottom and say Show FPS on. The minimap uses this text in the top right corner to do a character recognition of the position values. When moving, the minimap also moves with you. The minimap has a new and a few exciting features. I'll show them to you now. In order to access it, press Escape or Tab to get your mouse pointer. Click on the Settings option menu and open up the settings. In here there's a few settings. We'll go through them. You're able to run the minimap in a windowed mode, meaning that you can drag it off to your second screen. I'll show that at a later stage. First of all, let's say you do not want the minimap to be in this exact location, or you want it to be a square instead of a circle. We can do this by clicking on the Open Move and Scale window. In here, you'll see two icons to the top right, one to move and one to scale. We can also change the minimap from being a circle to a square. Once you've found the right size and right location for your minimap, click on the checkbox. Now that we have that sorted out, let's have a look at some of the other options. We are able to do a circular or square map. We're also able to orientate the map to either rotate around the player arrow or rotate the minimap. We can change its transparency. Any values that we change, we need to just save first. So transparency. You can change the size of the player icon, big or small. You're also able to change the size of the resource nodes. I think this looks nice to me. Some other features is you're able to scale this window as well as move it off to the side. Some additional behavior for the minimap is enabling click and drag on the map. So using the right mouse button, I can click and drag to move. I can set my drag speed to be either fast or slow. So I can have a look around in the map. You might notice that some of the icons are not displaying when moving outside of the player area. To have them display, you can enable the Show Resources at the click and drag location. Press Save, and you would be able to scroll out into the areas around. Next is the Position Capture tab. Like I mentioned, the minimap uses the text in the right-hand corner to determine the character's position. You would see the position change and the capture being shown as I move around. You're also able to create multiple custom profiles. These are for users that are playing the game in either a high or low contrast brightness settings, colorblind mode, and streamings like GeForce Now or with HDR enabled. If you do not see the position text in the preview displayed here, it might be that you're running on a different screen resolution than I am, where this capture box is determining the text from its X and Y positions. In order to get that for your screen, you can try clicking on the auto calculate position. This will search for the text on screen and move it to the right location. You're also able to change the position by clicking on the arrows next to the input fields. You'll notice that if the position is not correct, the text is not displayed and not updated. A small options debug log is displayed below to determine the quality of each character accuracy. For me, in 1920 by 1080, the correct position is 1627 by 1060. You'll see that the capture is detecting each and every character 7291, 7291, and as I move, it's using those positions. If this still does not work for you, we can create a custom profile. To showcase this, I will change my game to a colorblind option. 1 second. I'm also able to hide the minimap temporarily. I'll go into accessibility and go into colorblind filters and choose the first option. You might notice that the screen went into a very yellowish color for me at this stage. As you can see, after changing the settings to colorblind, the map doesn't detect my position anymore and sometimes also does not display any of the resource icons. We'll create a custom profile to fix this issue. Going into the Position Captures tab, we'll see that the position text is displayed in the correct location, but the text being captured's quality is very low. Go to the Calibrations tab and you'll notice that the position text is shown again in the top right corner, this time in specific blocks separating each character. We need to move our player inside the game so that we are able to see every character value from 0 to 1. This will help in the calibration process. For me, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have no value 6, so I have to move a little bit. Let's have a look. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This position has all of the values from 0 to 9. Press Escape to open up, to lock your character in place. Then, in the Enter Position Values, we highlight the placeholder values and type in exactly the position shown in the preview box. For me, 7292.307, 3161.543, space 40.178. Next, click back in the game, press Escape to see that the text is indeed correct. 7292.307, 316.543, 40.178. Now, we do not want to move from this position, so we'll press Escape again in game. Next, we will click on the New Profile. The new profile will present you with providing a profile name. I'll call this my colorblind profile. After giving the profile a name, we can click on Start Calibrating. So what this does is it looks at the pixels around each text character, and determines which pixels change value. Some of the pixels will actually stay the same. So click back into the game, and then without moving your character, press Escape to unlock the character. Don't press on any of the WSAD keys, but use the mouse pointer to look around. Have the text in the top right corner of the screen go over different variations of color backgrounds. Have it look in light areas and in dark areas. So the best way would be to either look at the sky or the ground or any areas with very dark shadows. Have the text behind it, you can move it slowly across the screen as well, so it gets the capture correct. Once you can see all of the numbers in the heat map match clearly to the numbers displayed below them, press Escape again, click on Stop Calibrating, and save your profile. Now, go back to Position Capture, scroll down, load your profile, select your profile, load your profile, and click Save. You would see that the minimap automatically updated its position. And now, if I would walk around, you would see the position value update. I am just going to switch back from the setting. Hide the minimap, accessibility, colorblind filters off. From here, my current profile is not detecting because it's using the colorblind profile, so I'll just select default profile, load profile, and it works again. To showcase some of the other features, I will increase the map size a little bit. If you scale your map between square and circle, you might notice that the circle is not perfectly round. You can easily fix this by pressing the Alt key. Let's save it like this. I'm gonna make it back a square. When the minimap is active, you can zoom in and out by scrolling the mouse wheel up and down, and you can resize the icons by holding down the Alt key and zooming either in and out to reduce the icon sizes. For now, let's stick with this. Some other features is a resource filter. This gives you the option to either show all resources or hide all resources, and then you can enable specific ones. For instance, in the mining area, I will show all of the ores, and for this I can create my own custom preset. Just type in the text input area below and type in ores, for instance. I'll save this profile, and in my filters presets, I will now have my ores. I can now either show ores, load that, or load all resource again. You can create infinite number of presets. Next feature that is available is showing resource routes. Let's have a look. Our current area is in Monarch's Bluff. So let's find a resource route for this area. To do this, we'll click on the options menu and the routes button. It'll open up another window for you where you can set some routes. The routes are located in the Aeternum GG website. Just click on the image below and it will take you directly to the website. Once the site opens, you'll see the resources routes listed in the left-hand side. We can select one of the routes, which would show you a preview of how it looks, and then all we need to do is copy the URL in the address bar and paste it into the minimap. The route name, its areas, and resource counts will be displayed. Let's go back to the game. Once back into the game and opening up the map again, we would see the route. We can again use the right click to move to the side. Right click on the minimap to move. Here we'll see the exact route being displayed. And we'll see from our location it's due southeast. You can add as many routes as you like. One thing to note is that the minimap is still clickable. If you're playing the game and would not want to accidentally click on it, press the lock button. This would lock and make the minimap pass through, so you will not accidentally click on it. To unlock it again, get your mouse pointer, hover over the lock icon, and hold Alt and click. Now you would be able to click again on the minimap. You can show and hide the minimap in the eye icon below. There are also custom key bindings that you can use to automatically do this process. To show hide the minimap, press F6 to zoom in or zoom out, F7 or an F8, or hover over the map and scroll up and down. To increase the icon size, hover over the map and scroll holding Alt, scrolling up and down, or the numpad keys plus and minus. To lock or unlock the minimap, hold Alt and click on the icon or press F10. I'll show this now. Pressing F6 to hide and show, F7 and 8 to zoom, F10 to lock. Numpad keys plus and minus to scale resource icons. Last but not least, you're also able to run the minimap in windowed mode. To do that, go back to Settings and deselect the full screen mode. It's mentioned here that after you've changed the setting to save and close the minimap and reopen. So we'll save, quit, and reopen. The minimap will now open in a windowed mode. You're able to scale the window as you see fit and move it off to your second screen. Anywhere you like. All of the features are still able. You can zoom in and out, Control to change the icon sizes, right click to look around. To change back to full screen, remember to go into Settings, click Full Screen, Save, Close. Well, I do hope that you enjoyed this quick tutorial on how to use my new minimap. Please help by supporting the project by liking the video, subscribing to the channel for new updates, and also, if possible, donating to the project. By doing that, you can do that by clicking on the Donate by PayPal. We'll take you to a PayPal donation site. Any donation is welcome. Thank you guys so much and enjoy the rest of the day. Cheers.